talking about 3 states, 100,000 votes or so that decide who the President of the United States is out of millions and millions cast.
Presidential election margins are often razor thin. Find out what's ahead in Washington politics and how pathologists can influence healthcare policy. Welcome to the nation's capital. I'm Nancy Johnson, and this is day 2 for the CAP's House of Delegates and Pathologists Leadership Summit.
We welcome everybody to...
The voice of the CAP membership has its day in Washington. The House of Delegates meeting kicked off with a look at the key issues affecting the specialty.
Now we look at AI and AP, and it's turning AP, which is a bread and butter activity for anatomic pathologists, and it's turning it into widgets.
More than 600 pathologists are elected by members in their states to represent them in the HOD. Today, they got the chance to express themselves and ask questions that matter to their patients and practices back home.
The question came up earlier about liquid biopsy.
It's such a great training ground for people to become leaders within the ranks at the CAP and their own institution. For example, yesterday, all that management, C-suite conversation, it's such a great training, professional development for our HOD members.
Pathologists learned how to pull the right legislative and legal levers to push back against reimbursement cuts. And in one lively debate, they tackled how disruptive technologies are reshaping the future of pathology.
Digital pathology, AI, and liquid biopsy, such as that, it's really changed our workflow. And people is anxious about, are we going to be replaced? Are we going to be out of job? Or this is going to be elevating our field. We have to reorganize and continue to move on.
It's a not-to-be-missed meeting for these delegates where they're gaining practical insights.
All of these things are very hot topic and actually practical topic. And this year, like the negotiating, our hospital expanded very quickly, and we need to get the resource from our C-suite. So that's a good time to learn and hear and also practice.
Dr. Elizabeth Connor is one of the Residents Forum Executive Committee delegates to the HOD.
I've always heard, that you want to be at the table to be able to help, influence decisions. And I think getting involved early on in our careers is really critical because we're really kind of, shaping the future. Our careers, we're sort of starting out. And I think all of these decisions that are being made will directly affect us.
One area that will definitely affect pathologists and healthcare overall is the fight for control of Congress and the presidency. Our Political Action Committee, PathPAC, sponsored the keynote address by Amy Walter of the Cook Political Report. She broke down the midterms, redistricting fights, and the political trends pathologists need to watch right now. Midterms are often change elections and usually favor the party that is not in power.
What we're seeing right now that Democrats do have going for them is an enthusiasm advantage. They just are much more engaged, much more interested in turning out. Now, it's only April. There's plenty of time for Republicans to get re-engaged, but the second challenge for Republicans, it's not just that Democrats are more enthusiastic, it's that independent voters right now are deeply soured on President Trump and especially his handling of the economy.
All politics is local, and Walter's advice for pathologists advocating on the Hill is to make it personal.
The most important thing I think you can do when it comes to advocacy is to put a face to the topic, to be able to make the case not just from a statistical standpoint, but from a human standpoint.
Be sure to tune in tomorrow for our coverage of Advocacy Day here at HOD PLS. Pathologists will learn about the key policy priorities impacting the specialty and will prep for meeting lawmakers on Hill Day. That does it for us on day 2 of HOD PLS. I'm Nancy Johnson. Thanks for being here.